camera. So you click this video because you're interested on how I made this summer set. So first, I will make a skirt and I lay it flat and cut it in my desired length and then set the excess fabric aside. Then I'm cutting out the crotch area and lay it flat in sides and trim it. Now I'm closing the open seam with a straight stitch and overlap the raw edges. And hem the skirt with a double fold. After hemming it, the skirt is done and moving on in the top. First, I measure how long I want my top to be from the upper bust to the waist. Then measure my bust area just in the line of your nipple or your apex. This line is going to be my upper bust. Then I measure from my under bust just under my boobs to my upper bust. But you can measure your upper bust a little lower if you want your cleavage to be revealed. So I forgot to mention that you're going to measure from here to here for the measurement of the upper bust. Then I add a little curve in the upper bust, but you can leave it straight if you want to. Then I just fold a little in the back panel so it's lower than the front panel. Then I just draw a slant line from the armhole and remove an inch from the center back so when I tie the top, it will fit my body well and it won't go loose. And I cut the area from the under bust to waistline. Then I retrace the bust area, cut it into 4 pieces, then spread it out, and this will serve as my new bust area. Then I add a 1 inch seam allowance because I will add a elastic there later. And just 1/2 inch seam allowance in the armhole and in the sides. And cut it out. And just cut out all the pattern pieces. Now this is the back panel. And now I am just cutting a tie for the back. Since I have more fabric left, I plan to add a sleeve. Fold it, and this is not a perfect sleeve pattern. This is my first time trying out and hoping at this moment that everything will turn out good. Now for the bust area, I will sew at 2 basting stitch and gather it later. After you finish cutting the pattern pieces, just overlock the raw edges so it won't fray while you sew, or you can use zigzag stitch if you don't have a serger. And remember that I add a 1 inch allowance in the upper part. We're going to fold that and sew it. Fold once and sew. After sewing the upper part of the bust area, I'm going to add another stitch here for the channel of the elastic. So I already gathered the under bust part and now I'm adding the elastic in the upper bust and secure it with straight stitch to hold the elastic. Where's my pins? So just match everything out and pin it, then sew it all together. Then I'm going to sew the back piece in the front piece together. And let's get sewing. After sewing the back piece and the front piece together, this is now how it looks like and it's turning out good. And now I'm going to add the tie in the back piece here. Going to add the tie here and just sew. And now that the tie in the back is done, I'm going to hem all the raw edges, but I will not hem the armhole because I will add the sleeve there later. Now the top is pretty much done and the raw edges is already hemmed, and look how clean is that. Now for the sleeves, I'm going to fold the sides and sew it first. So there guys, the top is almost done and I already attached the sleeves, and I just add an elastic here and here. So I'm happy that it turned out good, even that my pattern in the sleeves is not so perfect and it's my first time doing that. So I'm just going to add a little adjustment in the back piece and I'm going to try it out so you can see. So as you can see, this part is too loose and I'm just going to pinch and add a dart here. Same in the other side. Same in the other side. So I'm going to add the dart first.
Riding it back when you think you're slipping. In your head when we're driving home. Let you sleep in the cold of the winter. Warm the house with the clothes you wore. Sleep on, lead on, I'll come. Lead on, I'll come. Take you home when you feel too heavy.